Hello and welcome to 6sek's Adventures Confidential. What I was going to do for the 6-year anniversary special was to have the two-part finale to 6sek's Adventures as a Hold Me Out. But basically, scripts were not finalised and ready yet, and filming dates and that were not done yet. So I didn't want to have to rush myself like I'd done for Series 1 and ended up doing for Series 2 as well. So I decided I'm going to push this back for as long as it takes and take as much time. However, what can I do in the meantime? And then it dawned on me for something I'd wanted to do for a long time, and it was to do a sort of restoration of the first 6sek's Adventure story, 6sek's Last Day of Life, which pretty much had a load of audio issues where the audio was a bit distorted, a bit muffled, and also very quiet. So basically I spent several hours actually editing the audio in Audacity, which involved, amplifying it, but also removing a lot of the noise from it as well. Sometimes actually recording a bit of the dialogue in a bit of a high voice as myself, and replacing a couple of frames of Dalek here and there. But in terms of the visuals, the actual footage, I was actually pretty happy and pretty satisfied with what was actually seen on screen. It was just the hearing. However, I thought, well, this, it's going to seem nice, but maybe it's not enough. And then I thought of pretty much, well, since it is time travel, then I can tie this in to the current events and current series. So pretty much I ended up, filming new footage for the story, and pretty much I think the new footage may actually be slightly more. I think it's though pretty much equal at 50-50 at the amount of new footage and the amount of reused footage from the story, and it means that technically Matthew can sort of come back here, although it is just through the use of archived footage. And I wanted to do this for a while, and adding a bit of new footage in there to the story, sort of give it a place in the actual narrative. In terms of the story itself, though, I'm not really happy with this one. The restoration of 6sek's Last Day of Life, which is now a bit clouded in the relived bit of this. I'm happy with the restoration version of that. The story itself, well, it's already out there now, and by the time you record this, and by the time you're watching this already, part 2 should also be out. It is out there, and I'm obviously, I don't like changing things up, and obviously I will always keep the original up. I'm not jokes like this, I'm not going to get rid of the original. That is staying exactly where it is, and it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay right there. Look at it. Yeah, there we go, right there. Yes, that's where it's going to stay from now on. But it was kind of a kit-off bit. Also, I did want to sort of leave a couple of things for that. For example, the 6sek's Adventures audio series is starting. Probably none of you know about this or were aware of this. If not, it is on the 6sek online, all on one go spaces website, under the audio dramas section. If you scroll down to the bottom, they'll be there, and pretty much the tying. But pretty much this is this is a nice little sort of bridging point, because you know Nathan has left Suicide Squad. I wanted a little something to bridge the gap in here. You can see how he is the character's coping in between of Nathan is now gone, and at the moment he's travelling with his dog Bobby, who's my dog Miller, and it's kind of like this is how he is coping on his own by technically not being on his own. It's pretty much his version of K9 by having a real K9 with him. But it's just like a sort of like in between section. It's this story is just like meant to be just like a little thing, pretty much just to bridge a gap, and just so there is something to celebrate me being on YouTube for 6 years, and it's incredible. I know literally every person I say, I can't believe I've been doing this for 6 years. I can believe I've been doing it for 6 years, and part of me can't believe it. I mean, I always thought I'd be doing Doctor Who reviews, for 20, 30 years, on YouTube, if it still exists then yeah, I can imagine myself doing that. But the fact that I'm, doing fan film series and that is something I couldn't quite believe. So that is something I'm happy that I'm doing that now. And the fact that this one, after all the filming has gone on this, basically we'll be starting on for the final stretch, and it'll be a run to the end, basically, which is sad, but it's things have to come to an end, and it's life is changing for me every day, basically. I mean, I'm at the time of recording this, I only have 5 weeks of sixth form left, and then I unofficially leave, and then officially leave in August. So there's not, things are changing, and obviously I realise, if I'm going to have to get full-time jobs and apprenticeships and everything, I'm not going to have time to do this, which is why, the series is coming to a slowdown. I mean, it was absolute chaos last year with it. And I also did decide to continue what my brother started with The Evil Within at the end of Series 2, and that was have some behind the scenes footage, basically, which is just simple. It sounds basically I get another camera and put it way out the way of filming, just so you can watch the filming commence. Basically, because sometimes some of the stupid or funny stuff where mistakes and that happen when the primary camera isn't actually filming, so you get to see it that way. Isn't that nice? I hope it is, because oh dear. But this is kind of like a bridging point. There's not really a lot to say about it. It's, all I can say is things are to come. Can I tease anything? Well, I can say this. 6sek's, I'm proud that I did it. I'm proud that I did it and continued doing it for as long as I have. I originally planned for it to just be a one-off special for celebrating me being on YouTube for 3 years at the time, and I didn't expect to do a series on it, and then B, a second series following it, and now we're on the specials era of it. This is not the third series or anything like that. These are deemed the specials. Basically because there's not really much of a series out now to going, and please check out the audios as well, because I do work hard on those, and one of these scripts, one of the Doctor Who scripts I mentioned in the Confidential for Series 1, I actually did adapt into an audio 6-sec adventure, so go on the description. If it's in there. If it's in there. If it's not in there, then oops. But thank you for watching.